Hi there, my name is Vanessa Kelman. I am a bookaholic who is also an Educational Services Representative, otherwise known as an ESR. Today I wanted to take a moment to discuss with you what being an ESR means and how to become one if you decide that it's right for you.
In short, if you want to work with schools and libraries, you need to be an ESR. This includes selling to schools and libraries, running fundraisers for them, even if it's just for a teacher, club, or group that is part of a school, and giving books to them as a representative of UBAM. UBAM classifies school as any school that is or is connected to a K-12 school. So preschools are exempt unless they are part of a K-12 school. The only exception to this is you can be a vendor at a fair being held at a school or library, even if you're not an ESR. But before you can do that, you need to make sure the school or library is not listed. And if the school or library gets listed more than 30 days before the event, you need to graciously give the listing aid ESR the opportunity to take over the event. Now you may be asking yourself, what does listed mean? Well, the way UBAM has our system set up, to reduce the chances that individual schools and libraries will be contacted by multiple ESRs, resulting in confusion and frustration for everyone, we have the opportunity to list or claim an individual school or library. This means we are put in the system as the official ESR for that school or library. And the contact person we provide is sent an email from UBAM informing them of this. So before you participate in an event benefiting a school or a library, you need to make sure an ESR has not claimed that school or library. You can do that by going into your back office under Educational Services, and you can scroll down to the listing search and search for your state or town to see what listings are already claimed. So now that we've established that you need to be an ESR to work with a school or a library, let's go over what you can offer as an ESR. In general, we can offer any services to a school or a library that we can already offer as consultants. This includes fundraisers, direct sales, etc. Here are a few of the programs and services we can offer. Direct sales. Schools and libraries can purchase books directly from an ESR through their specialized school and library website. This website works like our consultant websites, but the content is geared toward visitors in the education market, and schools and libraries can create accounts to make ordering easy. Of course, sales can also be processed by the ESR personally through OrderPro. Schools and libraries also have the option of purchasing with a purchase order or purchase agreement, meaning they can be billed for the order rather than having to pay for it up front with a credit card. Catalog processing. By this I mean schools and libraries can opt to purchase additional processing for the books they purchase or earn free. The processing provides barcodes, stickers, or cataloging, so books are easy to unpack and put on the shelves when they receive them. If you've ever paid attention to a library book, you'll notice that there are usually stickers on the spine indicating where the book belongs, a barcode indicating the library name so it can be checked out, and the book has been entered into the library catalog so it can be located. Processing can take care of all of these aspects for many of the popular programs libraries use. Now on to actual programs. The first one is Literacy for a Lifetime. This is a grant matching program. If a school or a library has received a lump sum donation and would like to use it to purchase books, they can use Literacy for a Lifetime to get an additional 50% in free books. This works similar to a book fair in terms of processing and commission. Reach for the Stars. Reach for the Stars is an incentive-based reading program. Its purpose is to encourage students to establish a reading routine. Participants are asked to get sponsors who will sign up to donate money if the student reaches their goals. Usually students are asked to read 30 minutes a day for 2 weeks, but sponsors can opt to pledge per minute of reading time, per day, or a flat amount. 100% of the pledges raised go to the school or library and the students in the form of books and or cash. This can be split however the ESR and school decide, but usually either 50-50, meaning 50% goes to the students in the form of free books and 50% goes to the school in the form of free books, or 70-30, meaning at least 70% goes to the students in the form of free books and no more than 30% goes to the school in the form of cash. ESRs can also opt to offer incentives, such as prizes, if students reach certain pledge levels or other goals. Book fairs. ESRs can sell books to students and families through a book fair. The book fair can be in person, such as the scholastic book fairs we all love to hate, online, or a combination of the two. Schools and libraries can earn free books and/or cash in proportion to the number of sales the fair brings in. If the organization opts for free books, the amount earned would be 50% of the sales, as long as sales have reached at least $250. If the organization opts for a partial or complete cash payout, the ratios can be played with at the discretion of the ESR, with no more than 25% usually being offered in the form of cash. Cards for a Cause. ESRs can run a Cards for a Cause fundraiser to benefit a classroom, club, group, or entire organization. Boxes of greeting cards are sold to families for $30 per box, and the school or organization can earn up to $17 per box. This is a cash fundraiser, so it's ideal for groups looking to really raise funds. And that's about it. If you decide you want to work with schools and libraries, you will need to become certified as an educational services representative. To do this, you will need to sign up and go through training. Go onto your back office site and click on Educational Services. There you will find an informational video from Randall White and a link to start the certification process. The cost for ESR training is $150. This covers the training, but also covers a mandatory background check and a starter kit that includes some school and library catalogs, program literature, and a library-bound book. If you decide you want to work with schools and libraries, make sure you have completed the ESR process first. Any consultant who is not an ESR will not get credit for school and library orders. The orders will be credited to the closest upline who is an ESR. If you have any questions about the process or programs, please feel free to ask. You can send me a message or just comment on this video and I'll be sure to get back to you. And be sure to check out the other videos that I'm going to be sharing that will go into more detail about each of the programs that I already discussed. Happy selling!